Welcome everybody. This video is for Mr. Cooper's computer science class. In this version, number 5, we're going to learn how to use a list to store multiple names from our user input function, and then have the song sing to each one of these people. Alright, so let's go up to our name and we're going to change it from Happy Birthday number 5. And then we're also going to under assignments, add the concepts of a list and a while loop. Alright, so then we're going to go to our getName function and we're going to add an empty list. So we're going to say names and put an equal sign and then an open and closed bracket. And since we're going to get multiple names, let's change our function name to be plural. And then what we need to do here is, since we've named our list names, we probably want our variable to be a little bit different, so we're going to name it birthday names. And then our raw input is still going to be enter a name to sing to, and then enter to quit. And then what we'll need to do here before we return the list of names is we'll need to create a while loop to go through and add each name to our list. So we're going to say while birthday names, and I've capitalized it, so I'm going to go back up here. I'll just minimize it. While birthday names is not equal to, and then we're going to say blank. So in other words, as long as somebody enters a name, we're going to append that name to our list. So we're going to say names.append, and then we'll pass in the variable birthday names as a parameter to this function. And then we'll go ahead and after each time someone enters a name, we'll call up the prompt again to enter another name. So we'll say birthday names is equal to raw input. And then we'll just copy the rest of this method here and place it down here. And then finally, when we're done, we'll return all of the names. And so we'll make this variable plural because names is actually the name of our list. So we're returning the list instead of just one name. Okay, so then the next thing that we're going to do is we will need to go down to our main, and we're going to say, again, the first line here is going to be called. So we're going to say get names because we changed the function name at the top to be a little more reflective of what we're doing. And then this variable here can be changed also. Instead of just one person, it's multiple people. So I'm going to change it to a variable called data. And then, so what I need to do then is go up to here where I have my sing method and change this to data also so that they match. And then we're going to use a for loop to walk through each name in the list. So you remember from class that for loops are used along with some type of data object, and a list is a data object. So we're going to say for, and we'll create a name, another variable called person, because each time it walks through the list, person is only going to hold one name at a time. So we'll say for person in data, colon, and then we're going to say, put in a line that says speak. I'm now going to sing to, and we'll concatenate that with whatever name is in person, and then we'll end it with a period. And then we'll call the sing method as part of our loop, so we'll have to indent it. And again, we're passing in person. So when we get to sing, we're passing in a single name, and then that name is going up to here. And remember that these two parameters, since they're local, do not have to be named the same thing. I just switched it to data so that it reflects that it's holding a piece of data from this variable. And so now that should work, so let's go ahead and test it. I'm going to copy and paste it into my idle and development environment. So I'll minimize this and bring up Python. And now I want to add a new window and paste my code in. And I'll go ahead and run it and click OK. And I'll navigate to where I've been storing my files. You should do the same and keep all of your files in a folder so that you know where they are and they're easy to turn in when I need to grade them. So I've been storing mine in a folder called Songs and Rhymes Project 2. So now I'm going to name it Happy Birthday 5.py, and I'm going to click Save. So now on my screen, by my prompt, you can see I can enter some names. So Tom, Tim, Jake, Kathy. And it'll go ahead and as soon as I hit enter again without entering anything, it'll Alright, so it says we have some errors here that we can try to debug. So our first error is in line 34. Alright, so Songs and Rhymes, Happy Birthday 5, line 34 in the main. There's something wrong with it passing it to person. So let's take a look. Alright, so let's see, I think we can do edit numbers format. Doesn't look like we can add line numbers. So we'll count down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So it must be, we need to count the spaces too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33. So it's saying there's something wrong with the main, but let's look through it again. So we've got our function def_get_names, and we're passing that into data. And then for person in data, speak, I'm now going to sing to that particular person. And it looked like it went that far in our code. And then when it got to sing person, it came up here. And so I believe we need to change this. Let's try this, making this person, so that it matches. And now let's try running it. See what we get. So I'll just do 3 names: Tom, Jake, and Kate.
I'm now going to sing to Tom. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Tom. Happy birthday to you. I'm now going to sing to Jake. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Jake. Happy birthday to you. I'm now going to sing to Kate. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Kate. Happy birthday to you.
And so the computer did work this time. So we just have a tiny little formatting problem that we can fix, and that is when it's singing up here, we need to add a space so that the to and the person it's singing to are separated too, and then it should be fine. Alright, well that's it for version number 5. And in version number 6, we're going to actually learn how to make our program graphical. So we're going to combine what you learned in the Python Face project with our nursery rhyme and songs project so that you can make your songs and rhymes graphical. And then you'll be picking a story and pairing up with a student in the preschool in order to animate their favorite book. Alright, well that's it for this session. See you next time.